Uncle Mark in the mothership. 3-string cigar box guitar. Cigar box guitar. There we go. Yeah. So this is Your Mama Don't Dance, Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll. Loggins and Messina classic tune. Really, before we even start, I suggest you going into my playlist. I've got a playlist of boogie woogie rhythms. Number 3 and 4 would be really good to look at right now before we even get started. But if you're not that kind of guy or gal, and you don't want to look at that first, and you just want to dive into this thing, right on. So I'm going to go through the song a little bit to the chorus, and then we'll break down what I'm doing. So, Mama don't dance, baby, daddy don't rock and roll. Your mama don't dance, baby, daddy don't rock and roll. You look around and you're bound to go to town where you go. Rock and roll. Where the old folks say that you gotta end your date by 10. If you're out on a date and you're bringing home late, it's a sin. There ain't no excusing it. Lose and never win. Alright. So, that's basically the whole song. So, it encompasses 2 different patterns. One is the rock and roll rhythm, 1, 4, 5. Okay? So, G, C, D. So, how do I get my G, C, and D? Okay? So, this guitar is tuned G, D, G. That's an open G. That's a 42, 34, 24. Okay? So, G, the 0 fret, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C. That's the 4 chord in this song. C sharp, D. That's the 5 chord in this song. D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. You may want this G to be able to do a little something like that, right? Or with 2 notes. So you may want to do something like that, so you got to know these 2 dots are a G. So this song has a boogie woogie rhythm to it that if you did it without the sliding around part would sound like this. So that's how I want you to learn how to do this. So it's G, B flat, D, E. That finger too. That's how I want you to learn this song. Okay, so when you get this down, you're going to slide into that B. Then you're going to go to D, E, D, G. Now you can slide from here, which is probably more accurate, or slide from here into that B. Practice sliding into the B. Okay? When you go to the 4 chord, you're using the same notes up on the 5th fret. So instead of here going to the B, D, E, you're going to start at C. You're going to go up to E. You're going to go here to G. You're going to go to A. Then you take that whole pattern and you slide your hand up to D, to F sharp, to A, to B. important when you're making these moves and these transitions to move your whole hand. Don't try to do it by finger. You will fail miserably. Okay, I've learned this over 45 years of playing guitar. You will fail. So work it slowly. This is a song that's really hard to get, and it's incredibly hard to sing and play at the same time. I'm just been doing it for so darn long that I can do it, but it's probably one of these things that takes years. Because I've been playing forever and I still don't have it right all the time. So you're going, your mama don't dance. Just get that down and go, your mama don't dance, and your daddy don't rock and roll. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. So when I'm doing this, if you notice, my hand starts spreading out. That way I can stay in this position here in these notes and work them, right? So that all the time I know where I'm at and I can focus on my voice. So, and then when I shift the whole thing. Okay, so that's how I kind of fool around with this thing. But really, look at those boogie woogie lessons because they really do this up. And that's where the song comes from. That's where that riff comes from, is from these old boogie woogie guys from the teens and the 20s and the 30s. That riff, that essential riff comes from, it's so far back. So I want you to look at that stuff and listen to it and play those boogie woogie rhythms and then learn this song at the same time. Because if you want to learn this riff, you almost have to go back in time and see where it came from. The chorus. The chorus is just a C. You know driving, you know you hop in the back seat where you know it's nice and dark. You're bound to make a move and you're thinking it's a breeze. So like your other guy said, out of the lower long hair, go to the D, Louise, coming with me, and no more movies. You notice it's a rock and roll rhythm here. So you can just play the song. I'm going to turn down. Mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Well, your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Well, he even goes to town and you try to go down where you go to rock and roll. The old folks say that you gotta entertain by 10. Okay? So that's what you're thinking. You're thinking a standard 1-4-5 song, which would be G as the 1 chord, C as the 4 chord, G or D as the 5 chord, and you're going to move that shift, that shape. And if you want to be really slick, move it back up to G. You can do that as well. You can fool around with it up here. If you feel like soloing around, you can... So there's a lot you can do with this song. You can play around with it in many, many ways. But like I said, the original little lick, this little... All it is you're going G, taking this A and sliding up to B, D, E, D, G. And you want to practice this so you can do it in your sleep. that's where you really start getting into the groove of it. You can play it with your guitar slung really low, like you're rocking and rolling, man. And you know, I mean, that's how I play this stuff, right? You know, if you want to be a rock star, be one. that's it's up in your head, you know. So thank you so much, and I want to keep this channel ad-free. I want to keep it open to all. So I do have a PayPal link down below. It's a basically a donation box, a virtual donation box, or a tip jar, however you want to call it. And it's down in the show notes. It's a paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. Thank you so much for all of your help and, you know, bringing all this together and helping me out in the mothership here. It really does make a difference. I just want to say thank you so much for everything you do for me. I really appreciate it. Couple of things, you know, sharing on social media, that's really big. Sharing it there on Facebook and all the different Cigar Box Guitar Facebook sites, that really helps. Sharing these individual videos and reaching back to the old stuff and saying, hey, this really helped me out, blah, blah, blah. You know, you guys help each other as much as I help you. So help each other and show other people what you've learned and share all this knowledge. It's not something we just keep and hold. The meaning of life is to find something and then share it. So be sharing with everybody. I mean, that's what this is all about, right? So thank you so much from the mothership. It's Uncle Mark. Thanks for everything you do for me, and we'll see you next time.